Very well.
As always, the pleasure is mine.
Anything of interest? I believe there are spells here that I don't actually know, but they don't show a screen. It's a good crossbow. Can the thief use it? Yes. %15% chance per hit that the target is entangled. Entangling, I think it has a slight debuff, but it's not all that powerful debuff. I don't care too much about range attacks. Right, doesn't look like we are gonna get all that much out of this.
Do not anger me.
Need to check the mechanical bird. What the hell is that? Right. What I was going to do
What would
is
you have me do?
drink a potion of genius. This will allow Nira. We already had one. Allow Nira to. God damn it. Split the fucking. There, thank you. Learn more spells. I do have a bloody tunic of haze. Suppose I can shove it in the bag. We're going to learn as many spells as possible. I'm gonna buy every green spell I see in the shop. Should actually give us a decent chunk of experience, probably more than we've gotten from quests recently. $1,000 per level of the spell learned. Still, these are mostly low level spells. That said, it's a level up.
I look forward.
I don't usually speak to the likes of you, but hello.
As always, the pleasure is mine.
Any additional spells? Yeah, quite a few. Give me everything you've got, no matter how worthless it seems.
Do not anger me.
And cost is fairly cheap too. Not a bad place to buy this crap.
As always, the pleasure is mine.
Okay, we had quite a few more spells unlearned than I thought. And there's probably more
Do
somewhere.
not anger me.
Domination. Right. Well, we spent a decent amount of money on that, but nothing crippling. Probably less than around 10,000 at most. Cast hit improved. Your skill points. Anything new on level 14? Not according to this. We still might have gotten something. Oh, either way. Moving on to new things. Might as well reselect some spells though. Old monster is sort of worthless. I'd like area effect spells that don't screw over my own guys. Spell sheet might not be a terrible idea either. But it's not a good standard spell selection. Just take a breach. Breach is always good. Right. Um, we really want to cast fireballs, not particularly new. Maybe another spell thrust. Something to disable their defense a little bit, magical defenses. Whatever. Good enough. Let's go. At some point we're probably going... I don't really want to take advantage of the wild mage abilities. What is this? I don't recall this. It's nothing. As in ability to just use lower level, first level spells to cast higher level spells than we can normally even cast at the moment. I don't like the unpredictability. It's because it's too much. The entire effort of the group just gets flushed down the
I
drain
dislike the
usually.
wilderness. It lacks structure.
If we had a desperate situation, that's a different
My
thing,
mind's
but
even
our
foggier
capabilities
than
are more than
usual.
enough what
Can
we've
we
I would
faced so
endorse
far.
this. Oi, Mayor, when is this crisis going to be solved, eh?
Aye, me and mine need to get back to herding, we do, for the wolves have gobbled me flock entire.
Calm down, everyone, please. I assure you that everything that can be done is being done.
And what is that? Aye, you just hired a group of those adventurers, didn't you? Where in the abyss are they? Well, they haven't come back yet, though. Oh, we're doomed! Doomed! We must flee the village! We must flee before more people go missing. Now, people, come. This is no time to panic. Please, listen to my husband. Yes, well, we are looking for another group of adventurers here to handle the situation. To kill them ogres and evil king, you mean? Yes, ever since that band of monsters moved in the area, we have had nothing but trouble. They're eating people, that's what. You're both dead. It's the wolves that have been wandering the hills true enough. Hungry they is. It's not the wolves, you fool. It's Umar herself returned to haunt us and steal our children. Umar, don't be telling that folktale now. Can't you see it's the ogre's plain as the truth? People, please. We must first find out what happened to our ranger, Marilla, and then track down the souls of these murderers. More adventures will come soon. Well, they can't come soon enough. Ye best be doing something there, or we'd be fleeing to the city for our safety. I'm trying to do something. Everyone remain calm. Panic will not help. I'm going to return to my home now. Everyone go home, please.
I am weary. Let us rest for a while, my friend.
I grow weary.
Yes, I'm sure you do.
Useful gadgets I have. Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm. Finding a couple of potions, fire resistance.
Greetings, good customer. A pearl to you.
Minor equipment, nothing worth noting. Again, fire resistance things.
You'll find no better prices in Arm. I guarantee it.
Hmm.
Useful gadgets I have. Yes, I do.
Did I explore the building with Rajik the murderer? I'm not sure I ever did. Uh, there should be one extra shopkeeper here if I had.
Being in the woods always reminds me of the high
Greetings,
forest.
good customer.
I like
A
it.
pearl to you.
It's vital if we want to complete the armor for her. Yeah, human leather tunic. It's not that important by any means though.
I will take care of this.
Okay, just give me the...
Never had rats. No sorry.
I don't want to do this. They're basically just giving me information about what's going on. It's the nearby ogres and monster groups, wolves, missing ranger, it's about Umar. No one knows. Book merchant.
Well, you look like the sort who has more than 2 gold pieces to rub together.
Bloke can't walk 5 feet these days without someone hitting him up.
Be merry, friend. It will be done.
Dar. Should be a simple matter. Right. Boy meet wants girl.
Something, stranger.
Daddy doesn't allow it. German. Who disturbs me? I'm Dorn. Who are you? I'm Dorn. Who are you? Dorn, eh? Well, I don't recognize your name. So long as you are not sent by that fool Dar, I'll not object to your presence. And I, since you ask, am none other than German, licensed cult wizard for this region. So you needn't run off and attempt to report me, boy. What is this thing you're making? Ah, glad that you asked.
This, my friend, is nothing other than a golem of stone. A fine piece of magical craftsmanship, if I do say so myself. Few other mages have made the attempt, you see. This type of golem is quite powerful and dangerous, but I am more than skilled enough to control it. Once it's complete, I'll have an excellent servant and something to keep an eye on my daughter and that foolhardy beau of hers while I'm away. Trouble is, I'm missing one of the crucial ingredients, the blood of a mimic. I'd pay handsomely for some. You look like the adventuring type. Care to find me some? Sure. Fine. I wish I could point you in the right direction, but if you do find some, you know where to find me. Off you go then, boy.
Easily. A waste of my talents. But so be
Probably should
it.
talk to the mayor first. Just to get the options we probably need for dialogue.
Very well.
Hello. I don't recognize you. You must be new to Imnisvale. Is there something I can help you with?
I spoke with a boy by the name of Dylan in Athkatla. He said you were in need of assistance.
You did? Then the boy did get to the city after all. I'm pleased to hear it. You have come to our aid, then, yes?
Yes.
Yes. It's a gruesome business. I'm sure that little Dylan told you some of the story, but I should elaborate on it for your benefit.
We've had a run of killings and disappearances here as of late.
People murdered in their beds, their bodies disappearing, bodies found with their skins inside out. Normally we would turn to our local ranger protector to aid us in a time like this, but our ranger, Mirella, has vanished. Several men went to her cabin southwest of the village, and they found no sign of her. It is not like her to be absent for so long. I fear the worst. Soon after, shepherds and farmers from the outlying holes began disappearing. People heard strange noises at night, and we have no ranger to turn to. Everyone's frightened, but they're scared to leave as well, else they'd get caught out in the wilderness by whatever has been doing the killing. And of course, everyone has ideas on what's behind all this.
It's the ogres, my husband. You know it is.
My wife, Ana. Yes, many people think it's that group of ogres who moved into the area just before the killings began. Likely is too.
They're in the hills, too close to the village, I say.
Yes, you can find them in the hills a bit north of here. Of course, others think it's the pack of very large wolves that's been ranging in the hills for some years. And still others claim Umar herself, the great witch of the hills, has returned. Legend has it she was responsible for deaths much like these ones.
They're just old legends. Umar has been gone for over 500 years, my husband.
Yes, true. I suppose I should warn you. I've already hired a famous knight, Mazzy Fenton, and her troop, but they haven't been back. To be honest, I think you should check on the ogres and their fellows before chasing after legends and such. So, will you help us?
Yes, I will make the attempt.
Oh, most excellent. Please, good lord, go to Mirella's cabin and find where she has gone. My men are too frightened to go that far from the village.
Right.
Or go north from here to the river and find what Matolf and his beasts. I have little doubt that they are responsible for all of this, but we must be sure. I'm relieved you have decided to help us. You have the run of the village, my lord. If you need anything else, do not hesitate to come to me.
Okay. I don't think it particularly matters
I
what
look
we go and
forward
do
to it.
first. All things must be done. Well, not must, but probably will do. I suppose our aim is to reach the 1.5 million experience point threshold. I'm
Wow,
not buying you
adventure.
beer, you little kids, or swords. Me alone. I said no, meant it. Hmm. Good chance to get a Baldur.
Weather's been lousy lately.
Someone's been feeding gemstones to a chicken.
I've no time for to talk to you now.
Know your secret, old man. You've made a chicken or there's going to be trouble. You're a terrible evil man, you are. It's all I have left of my daughter. All I have in that world. Dead, dead. Well, I'll pay fairly for it. Then you don't have to hide it anymore. I suppose it's best to not be hanging on to it any longer. Eventually someone will come and take it from us. What can you pay me for it, Lord? I'll pay the 100. It's a low price for the gem anyway. 100 gold pieces, more than fair, I'm sure. This is more than fair. This will pay for a fine headstone for our daughters and more. A better tribute than a hidden gem in a chicken. Take it then. You've been more than kind. Beldrill. It looks incredibly valuable. It is also rare. More importantly, I think it's used as an upgrade item for certain items.
Mind your tone. Kill them all and have done with it.
Oh, you's not of human village. Why you come? What you's wanting?
Who are you and what are you doing here?
Be mad fleet fellows from great army of Sith hills to the south. Don't want to kill races no more. Fleet fellows in desertion. We just wants to be left alone.
What about what I have heard about your fellows being responsible for killing people in Innisfail?
We don't kill humans in village. We don't want trouble with yous.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
Always mad up and fellows be chased and hated cause me an ogre. We just wants to be left alone. We come here 1 moon ago. I to settle for a while, yes. Soon after we come, fellows begin to vanish. 1, 2, they go. Some turn up killed, the skin missing. Some bodies vanish too. I don't know now who is killing us. I don't worry. Numbers get smaller. We like here, but something bad is here too. Killing us fellows. Very bad.
What do you think it is?
Matter no knows. Maybe wolves, maybe bad magics. Nobody see what kills fellows. Comes at night though. So maybe it's the shadows.
I see. So your band's in no better off than the village.
Wait, you not attack us. We needs you bring work to human village. Humans run when Madoff goes, so me needs you to do it for me. Yous bring work, yes.
So what do you need?
Madoff no want death. Madoff no want fight, just want peace. You tell villagers, maybe, that Madoff and fellows will protect village, protect from orcs in mountains, yes. You must let us stay then, and no cold nights. Maybe let us come once in a moon and to trade for food and goods. Madoff, they make deal with village. If you tell them, we no want trouble.
Sure. I can't promise anything though.
Madoff happy. Maybe fellows can live alone and eat good. Be happy here. You do good thing. Maybe humans agree. Madoff keep deal, you tell them.
We have a lot of little things that we need to do here though. Still, we might as well report their attempt at communication. It's not gonna take long to report that, and it might have consequences later on.
Very good.
You have a very well. I look forward.
Is there something you need?
I've spoken to Ogre Madol, and I do not believe he nor his followers are responsible for Innisfell's problem.
What? But I was sure that those monsters were the killers. What makes you so certain that they're not?
Well, Madol has had his own people go missing, much the same as yours. He is as worried as you are.
Oh, that isn't good news at all. If ogres can be worried, what should we do?
Actually, he sent me with a proposition. He and his people will provide protection for the village in exchange for peaceful relations and a bit of trade.
He has. I must say that might not be such a bad idea. If this ogre can be trusted, that is. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, my lord. I will have to go and talk to them, I suppose. We could both benefit from this. Since ogres are no longer a possibility, all I can suggest is that you go to Marilla's cabin. There must be some evidence of what happened to her.
27,500. Right, we have Balagar here. We have Marilla's cabin. Not sure if I want to do anything with Balagar at the moment. We do need to address that somehow, without him becoming part of our team. Balagar is needed to gain access to the planar sphere in the slums district. It's not a huge deal, but it does provide a decent amount of experience. And the fight should be pretty much in line or below compared to what we've already faced, so certainly something we can do.
You are going somewhere
What happened?
you do not want to be.
We are weakened!
I will
Thanks.
take care of this.
I literally cannot move.
Ready for anything.
This is why I hate Wild Mage. You know, if you sort of play it solo, it's kind of fun because it allows you to gamble on very powerful things. But if you have a team,
That's it?
more often than not, you're
It
just
will be
bringing in
done.
trouble.
Easily.
I am ready, if that is what you want.
It looks as if a violent struggle has taken place here. Someone has killed and dragged out of the cabin. There are a few footprints in the blood. They appear to be dog or wolf prints. Acid arrows. Map update very likely. We need magical weapons here, so
What would you have
the
me
acid
set?
arrows, as nice as they are sort of worthless. Marilla's journal. You skip many of the entries of times and places far removed from your current worries. Katye came to visit again, a sweet child, eager to learn the ways with the wild creatures. Dark creatures roam the forests. Several townspeople have been slain by some unknown predator. Everyone seems to have their own opinion of what is going on, doing the killing. The strangest thing is that the bodies are disappearing in the morning. They leave me baffled, for most signs point to a pack of wolves that have been in the area for a long time. Wolves don't steal bodies. Or perhaps I should say wolf-like creatures. At night while I've been patrolling, I've often caught shadowy glimpses of these wolves running alongside me. I've tried to attract their attention, but they ignore me. I find this most strange, as if the pack is being controlled by someone else. Years ago I spoke with the pack leaders, and they were cordial. Now they either flee from me, or I fear to say this, they stalk me. It is near noon, and still the wood outside my cabin seems full of shadows. I've been hard-pressed to hear birds, and most of the larger animals have long fled. I plan to find the wolves' den this afternoon. I've drawn a map to it. All signs point to them as being the culprits, but what wolves act like these? They are wolves with the cunning of men. And there is something else, a whispering in my mind. It is faint now in the waking hours, but while I sleep, I dream only of this voice and the face behind it. Whether it is connected to the voices, I do not know. I suspect by the time the sun sets tonight, I'll have an answer to my questions.
What a waste of my talents, but so be it. Very well.
Right, we're not gonna go there yet. We need to get the mimic blood. Mhm. Come on. Don't stay back, just go, 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 go. Ah, Wilson
You are
gives
lucky
us a
I'm here.
warning.
That's right. No, I can do that.
Something's wrong here. Right. Something is very wrong here. Umberhawks. I'll protect a couple of guys from mind affecting. Let them go deal with those.
Let me help
I
you.
will listen, for now. I look forward to it.
You are a slippery one.
Mind your tone. You have a problem? Kill them all and have done with it.
These are mimic blood. Ah, Hmm. Come on, get a hold of yourself.
You are going somewhere you do not want. Very well. I look forward to it.
Right, with this. I'm not sure how much we're gonna get from this. Don't think this is gonna be all that valuable for the group. Just a minor bit of an injection of experience.
I will enjoy this.
You need something, stranger?
Ah, hey, it is you again, boy. I don't suppose you found any of that mimic's blood, have you?
Yes, I do I do have some in fact.
Huh? Let me have a look at what you have there. Yes, yes, I see. Well done, boy, well done. I don't know how you found it, but here it is. I took the liberty of digging out that sword earlier, just in case. Rather prophetic of me, don't you think? It was just collecting dust anyway, so here you go. And well earned, I might add. Now all I need to do is add this to the golem, and he will be complete. Finally, I will be able to leave in peace and be assured that Colette will not be molested while I'm gone. Yes, awake, my creature. Awake and hear my command. Well, what is wrong here? No, no, stay back. Back, I command you.
What would you have me do?
Beat the shit out of it. Ooh.
Hello there.
Father, they're alive. Oh, thank the gods.
Yes, I'm alive, my daughter. Thanks to our kind stranger here. Colette? Colette, what has happened?
Oh, Dar, it was terrible.
One of my own creations turned on me, boy. It seems I'm not so wise and powerful as I had first thought. And perhaps I have been foolish in some of my other decisions as well. Dar, boy, if you promise to take care of my daughter and protect her, if you still want her, I'll not stand in the way.
Oh, Father, are you serious? Thank you.
Indeed, thank you, Germain. I shall take excellent care of Colette. You can be sure. Come, my love, let's not waste this chance.
I will take
Something,
care of
stranger.
this.
So we got a decent amount of experience out of it. Still not all that much since it gets split with the group. Mirror image once per day. Oh, that is terrible. Since everyone has abandoned this house for some reason, I might as well loot it.
I will listen. It will be done.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
That's the best you can manage? Impressive.
Oh, take a look. Do you want something? I'll take the protection from normal weapons. Yeah, that's certainly used as
Mind
an
your tongue
upgrade.
easily. A waste of my talents.
Probably not an equipment piece we're gonna get on anytime soon though. Right, what we need is to leave the map.
Very well.
Leland's journal. This journal was found on the body of the shadow-slain warrior that you stumble upon near the entrance to the dark woods. The last entry is of particular interest. Nothing is as I'd imagined that it would be. I expected to become a hero when I joined Massey Fenton's party. I expected that we would slay monsters with ease and bask in the glory of victory as they do in the old tales, but it's not as it seems. I did not expect the drudgery of the march, the casual horror of slaughter, the smell of death everywhere. I swear I can taste it. We've killed so many shadows and black wolves that my brain has become as numb as my arm. I am covered in ichor, but have not the energy to even clean myself. If not for Mazzy, I think that I would be mad. She is a constant source of strength and always reminds us that the innocents that these beasts have killed, of the horror that we must take upon ourselves to save the people who have no defense. Massey is the hero here, not I. The battle was only just begun. Today we arrived at the entrance to the ruined temple. It was crawling with shadows. Were it not for Massey's quick thinking, we would surely be dead. There were far too many to fight, but Massey used the stained glass of the ruins to reflect what light we had, illuminating the entrance and sending the shades to their doom. While the stained glass caught the light, we were able to find a pocket of safety. Any shadows that came within were destroyed by the light. Tomorrow we will attempt to enter the temple and the darkness. I've never felt such dread. I try to be as brave as Massey, but I cannot. I feel the horrible, inescapable urge to run, and when the battle is joined, I can only hope that I will not. What do we have? Shadows. You will not steal my vengeance. Okay.
Victory? Unclear. Destruction?
You are a
Certain.
slippery one.
You have a problem? You are... I look forward to it. Kill them all and have done with it.
You make peace with your demons before I send you to meet them.
Man things, curse you and curse the world. Can a wolf not enjoy her last meal in peace?
We've come to put an end to the evil of you and your wolves. You preyed on your last innocent.
My wolves, no longer fool. Back has fallen under the fell magics of the Shade Lord. Your hunting has gone awry.
Explain yourself. Who is this Shade Lord and what has he done to your path?
This place was not always like this, floating in a false and unholy darkness. It began only a short time ago. The ruins to the east of the den have long been a place of foreboding to my pack and me. We had no desire to tread the ground of the fallen temple. The temple was once dedicated to Amonator, a god of the sun, and a great prophetess is buried within. It was a holy ground once, though now it is foul. It is obvious that Amonator's power has waned, for if this were still his consecrated ground, my doom would never have arisen from the bowels of the temple. Some weeks ago, muted rumblings were heard beneath the temple. We paid little heed to them until the skies darkened and the shadows deepened. As it was high noon when it happened, and the pack gathered so that I might calm them. I thought it to be an eclipse, but it was not. Shade Lord came among us then. He dominated my wolves, my children, with a glance. I changed form and leapt at his darkness, but he merely laughed. Anath, he said, bend to my will. You shall be the means of my revenge. He walked amongst the terrified wolves and killed them all with a touch. Once they were all dead, his darkness reached out into the corpses of my children and animated them as shade wolves. Numb with terror and sorrow, I ran. I've hidden these last few weeks from the shades that once were wolves, and from the darkness that creeps out from the temple that once imprisoned the Shade Lord. I will hide no more. This man I killed only to gather strength to face the Shade Lord. He wants only to kill, and those he kills, be they man, thing, or wolf, arise as shades in his army. Will you allow me this revenge, or do I have to fight you as well?
The Shade Lord seems to be the true source of this evil. We will help you kill him.
Meet me in the temple to the east of this den. Be wary of the shadows that lurk there. Make sure you are prepared before you enter it.
What exactly can we do to prepare, though?
I'm ready.
Well, I hazard a guess that not much. Might be
Yes?
better to stick with melee weapons for
Yes,
now. I don't
very
want the
well.
group to break up too much. The shadows can appear from anywhere.
I look forward to it. What would you... I will enjoy this. I will listen. I will take care of this.
They're all undead creatures, so we'll leave most of the fighting to Dorn, since he's gonna have the easiest time of it. Right. Need to reach the light.
Mind your tone.
I need something.
Taste darkness, fool!
Oh shit.
It will be done.
They're just regular shadows, so they're fairly harmless in their attack. And their saving throws are terrible, so if I just get a hit, it's pretty much a kill.
You are going somewhere you do not want to be. Easily.
Right.
What do you want of me? I could help you that.
A waste of my talents. But so be it.
I shall do what is required. Excellent.
What would you have me do? Very well. I will listen. I look forward to it.
Alright. Don't go inside until you're prepared.
Mind your tone.
I think we got a little bit of an attribute negative, that's it.
You have a problem. Kill them all and have done with it. You are going somewhere you do not... Very well. Ha! I'll rip you apart, you whey-faced cur.
Greater shape.
Take action soon.
And it's dead.
As you wish.
I look forward to it. What would you have me do?
Bless my foot.
Feed me.
I will enjoy
Pull back,
this.
pull back.
Fall and stay falling. Die quickly, fool.
+1 swords.
What can I do? It would be my pleasure.
I will listen. I will take care of this.
pay for your sins.
Feed me. I am ready. Easy enough if you know what you're doing.
Mind your... It will be done.
What would you have me do? Very good.
Amuana suppose.
You have a problem? You are easily...
No, not really.
You shall not free the Master's consort, mortal.
Death to all who stand against me!
Let me help.
Death to all who stand against... Yes. What would you have me do? A waste of my talents. But so be it.
Oh, noble friends. I beg your assistance in this evil place.
Okay. Well met. Who addresses me?
Your Grace, I am Mazzy Fenton, a valiant servant of justice and righteousness.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go our separate ways.
We must aid against the encroachment of shadow. Will you tell us of your efforts, my halfling friend?
Right. We already know this.
The Shade Lord commands a shadow dragon, a most deadly foe. We were struck down as he laughed, and I am unsure of how to defeat such a creature. Most horrible of all, the Shade Lord took the life force of my friends and turned them into members of his cursed army. My beloved Patrick has become a hideous shadow. I would gladly have sold my life with my friends. But the Shade Lord would not let the dragon kill me. He wants me to be what he calls his consort. He is not a creature of this plane and must possess a body feeding on its life. He inhabits Mirella now and plans to use my own body once Mirella grows weak, I suspect. I have come to believe that this altar which the Shadow Dragon guards is the secret of this place. A way must be found to pass this beast, for he cannot be killed by such as us.
Wanna bet on that? Right, okay.
We will face it alone. We will free you and wish you well, however. Right.
There shouldn't be anything interesting here. Yeah, the guides to... no. This is a ranger quest. Something like yeah, I think the ranger is more or less you are gonna be a replacement for Mirella here. So that piece of paper is related to that. Nothing to do with us.
You are lucky I'm here, if that is what you want.
Talks about some kind of a hidden thing. Treasure. Mourned rituals.
I will listen. Very well.
Die quickly, fool.
You are a slippery one.
Give me the second wave.
Mind, I look forward to it.
Sun gem.
You have a problem? Kill them all and have done with it.
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
You are going somewhere. Yeah, very well.
I need something to punch what you want. Certainly.
What would you have me do? I will listen, for I look forward to it.
We can find information about the rituals, but probably would be better if we just... I might be able to memorize it or pull it from memory without a couple of tries. Just faster than try to pick up all the scroll pieces all over this place. Okay. Let's go with the prayer. Actually got it right apparently. Right, sun is noon ritual. We sing. We raise our hands to the light. Rejoice in the dominance of light. Tenets of faith. Hold high my children so they might see the sun. Mourn as I watch the sun give way to the onslaught of 45,000 and a piece of candy. Sunray symbol. You can sort of use common sense to figure out some of that, but I think it's pretty... There's some parts of it that you actually do have to know. The thing is, once you've sort of guessed or know the difficult part, then you can pretty much just guess the rest. Didn't know the answer to all of those questions, but I knew enough. There's no point using anything on this door.
Mind your tone. I will enjoy this.
Wilson is protesting. Clearly some sort of a trap. Come on, I need to kill the ranged guy. The mummy is going to kill himself in that piece of crap. Bone Golem is a serious threat. I don't want the trap to get the experience.
You way-faced cur.
So Bone Golem is a respectable opponent.
I will take care.
Okay. Might as well invite the whole party to get rid of it.
Yes.
And multiple Bone Golems. Where the fuck did the rest come from?
I will listen for now.
What'll it sure?
Maybe some casting power. Although, where's my hold undead now? I sort of have a huge amount of disabling things. Nothing that would really make a difference here. So.
Victory unclear. Destruction, get down, everyone!
I hunger. Hold
You are a slippery one. You are a slippery
The bone
one.
golem dies, there is no real threat of this group anymore.
Victory unclear. Destruction certain.
Easily.
Take action soon.
Like that. The waste of my talents. But so be
Fear
it.
not. Ha! That's how it's done.
Noontide Ritual, Tome of Amaunator. Feel the tome has some
You are
interesting
going
uses.
very well.
Ion Stone.
Yes. I look forward to it.
Baden's ghost. Oh, light, can it be? You come, man, bearing the bones of the child prophetess Amwana. Her defilement is at an end.
Explain yourself. Who are you, spirits, and who is this Amwana whose bones you say I possess?
Once long ago, this was a place of darkness and vile creatures that spilled into the world from the blackness. A Minotaur invaded this place, brought his light to it, and drove away the shadows. The Yellow God set up temples here and wars to keep the darkness forever at bay. Once there were priests who shouted his names to the heavens that kept the ward strong. But our Minotaur has lost his power over the ages. The Keeper of the Sun is no longer worshipped as he once was, and the wards began to weaken. Amwana was born to our people a child prophetess, a child of light who would fight against the darkness that was once more beginning to spill into these lands. But it was too late, too late. Amwana was overwhelmed by the Shade Lord. We could not protect her as he took her body and threw her bones to his dark wolves. The bones of the child you have brought to us. Her defilement at the hands of the Shade Lord is now ended. Our duty is at an end. Please, Amwana, forgive us. Forgive our lapse and let us cross over at last.
Okay.
My bones have been retrieved from the jaws of the Shade Wolves. I'm grateful to you. Baden and Ditch have been relieved of their duty and crossed over. I will join them soon. I pray that you are in this place to strike a blow against the darkness that has engulfed it, a darkness that I had not power enough to defeat when I was among the living.
I am not some beast of burden.
But I
I'll carry
have
no
some
more of your
power.
trinkets.
I have power enough to elude the attention of their guardians, if necessary, and I can give this to you, a ward stone. Carry it, and the dreaded Shadow Dragon will not notice your passing.
I am not some beast of burden. I'll carry no more of your
Thank you for
trinkets.
throwing away my good items again. Okay, the ward stones and all that kind of crap can be just bagged away somewhere. Now. So, what is this? People with no helmets can use it. Regenerate 2 hit points per turn. So 2 hit points per minute. I wouldn't say it's good, but who would actually use it? Extra regeneration for a frontline warrior probably isn't bad. It won't be felt in battle, but again, it's going to help a little bit. We don't have to constantly have to be healing them if they get minor injuries.
I do as I will. You do not give me orders.
That's the best you. That's right. Very good.
I'll take a look. Greater Mummy, Skeleton Warrior, Bone Golem, Skeleton Warrior. This just has a shadow door, so we can't progress further.
No one here but us shadows.
Yes. We probably are going to rest before going after the Shadow Dragon, because we do want to kill it. So we're gonna prepare. Actually, I'm not sure we're gonna prepare much.
That's right.
Shadow Dragon is pretty much the weakest dragon. It doesn't mean that it's weak. Relatively weak, as far as dragons are concerned. Or that just means that I might not have to prepare too much to take it down. Just figuring out, we can't really do much.
I will listen. Very well.
We lure some of them out.
That's right. No one here but us shadows.
Mind your tone.
Why can't I see anything? They were there just a second ago.
You have a problem?
A Greater Mummy and a Skeleton Warrior.
That's right.
Please split the group.
You are going somewhere you do
I
not.
command pure chaos! Kinda. Oh, for the love of Grumpy. That wasn't even close, was it? Oh, did everyone see that? Boy,
You need a +3 weapon to hurt a Greater Mummy.
Oh, did everyone see that? Boy, I'm good.
I look forward to it. Yes, I will enjoy this. What would you have me do? I will take care of this.
That is what you want.
More inventory space. Also, I need to take a look at the Book of Amonator. The Temple of Amonator shines like a beacon of radiance in the hills of Umar. Amonator warns us from the shadows of evil. Pilgrims come from areas far off to be blessed by the beauty of Amonator. Amonator is endless and without equal. Yet our God serves us well in that he is constantly on the vigil against shadows. The temple serves as a further purpose toward this end. A monitor keeps the casters of shadows from walking the land. Any and all who dare to taste the shadow magic should know The Almonator and his most holy servants will seek them out and cast them into the chains within the temple. Lightstone, Dawn's light, and sun rays are holy symbols, guides in any spiritual journey that a disciple of Almonator may embark upon. Blessed be the light of Almonator. I want to throw that away.
I am for now. That's right. Certainly.
The statue depicts a woman whose eyes blaze with light. She appears to be waiting for something to be placed in her heart.
That's right. No one here but us shadows.
Only speaks to our leader. We definitely don't have this spell. Protection from magical weapons. What's the best protection spell in the entire game? Personal protection spell. +3 sling. What do you want, Mr. Shadow? Merciful beings of light, I offer you a simple exchange. Information on what you seek in exchange for my freedom. No. We need 1,000 by getting all the 3 keys of the symbol. I think it's needed to open the pathway to the lower levels.
It will be done.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
So,
you must gather
protection against the Shadow Dragon should work as long as we don't attack it or do anything hostile to it.
Easily.
How much preparation can we make?
What would you have
I wonder
me do?
how he reacts to the traps, for example.
Someone's getting an unpleasant surprise. Someone's getting an unpleasant surprise.
He will protect himself
Someone's
with
getting
typical
an unpleasant
protections,
surprise.
personal protection spells, but Mira can get rid of those.
Someone's getting an unpleasant surprise. That's right. No one here
Can
but
start it
us
with maybe a
shadows. I can do that.
You have a
backstab of a
problem?
sort. What do we want here? Evil slaying weapons.
A waste of my talents, but so be it.
I don't think Wilson can contribute, but he might be able to access a decoy, so I'm taking him. No. I'll keep him behind.
What can I do?
Immediately I need something that can just do damage. And if if the dragon does some kind of buff attack, where he throws us away, we can send other fighters there to hold him down. How about summoned creatures? There's really not all that much I can do. I could try to start the attack with a harm spell. That's about as cheap as you can get. Alternatively, insect plague. If the harm hits, he'll die immediately,
Ready for anything, I
because the traps
suppose.
will also trigger. Might as well at least test the theory. It won't last long. Okay, let's save. I want to test it out. We can kill the dragon through other means, but I want to see what we can do with the harm. Critical miss, right? It actually does have to hit, so... What I would like to see is how much do we actually need to... Critical miss. Okay, our current rolls is something below 20 and 1 and a 1, so not good. As I said, this is incredibly cheap, but I want to see basically if I can do this on a neutral target, drop it to 1, and if it dies. This is research for something actual tough fights, I suppose. We have at least a 5% chance of hitting, maybe more. I don't know. This is not a good way to do this. Usually it's in combination with other things to increase your chance of hitting. We might as well do that, actually. The fighter level, some kind of a fighter combination is usually good, not just because you get access to high level abilities that guarantee a hit, but because you also get access to a lot of equipment that improve your chance of getting that hit. I was trying to figure out this, could we have simple ways to... Okay, we can do a couple of things. There should be a significant strength modification, so chance to hit should be improved. Could have buffed ourselves through less. I want the fucker to hit, no matter what happens to it. To see, do I understand things as I think I do? What is this? It's not hitting at all. His health drops in a huge manner. Yeah, this is way too bothersome too. In order for this to work, you'd have to have something that has a way lower armor class or ability to guarantee pretty much a hit.
What can I do? Very well.
So, haste it is then. Also bless.
ready for anything. That's it?
What would you have
whatever.
me do?
Die quickly, fool. Oh, I am good.
Understood. Right. Hexat got a critical hit. 20 piercing damage from Hexat. 17 missile damage from Hexat. 25 fire damage from Hexat. 15 missile damage from Hexat. 26 fire damage from Hexat. 11 missile damage from Hexat. 13 fire damage from Hexat. Rasad, critical hit. Takes 32 slashing from Rasad. Dead. So.
I will listen. Anything that gets in our way will be buried in this place of rubble.
Rogue is the best one to take down boss.
Mind your tone.
Compare scroll. Not useful on its own.
You have a problem? Very well. You are going somewhere you do
Okay, let's
not
put an
want
end
to
to
be.
this. Missing someone?
Yes. What would you have me? I
You
look
must
forward
gather
to
your
it.
party before venturing forth.
Something has arrived. I sense fresh souls. Who intrudes upon me? More unlucky adventurers come to swell the ranks of my dark army.
Far from it, friend. No, I can't say that out aloud. You shall have to kill me first. We've gotten past your petty worm. What do you think we shall do to you and your altar?
Bravado, of course. Your kind grows tiresome and predictable, yet you may be of some use to me.
Shall not be used by the likes of you.
Oh, but you shall, mortal. This body that I inhabit grows tired. You shall make an excellent replacement. Come, my shades, open the porthole. This brash fool has some strength.
Right. So either destroy the portal as an altar or the Shade Lord.
I will listen.
Going after the Lord,
Happy to help.
apparently.
To try to help anyway.
What I need to know is, what exactly do you do? How do I screw you over?
I'm ready.
Yes.
Fine.
Yeah, the Shade Lord
You
doesn't
will
seem
not be that.
too good.
Mind your course.
Oh, did everyone see that? Boy, I'm good.
Taste my foot.
Yeah, they're not exactly up to the challenge of facing our group.
Yes?
Something on your mind? You seem nervous or anxious or, well, maybe it's just me.
I've been thinking about what you said earlier.
Oh, me too. A lot. I find you kind of irresistible. Kind of. So I'm curious, how do you feel?
I'm ready to take the next step.
Next step. I didn't know we were on a staircase. Are you going up or down? I wonder. Anyway, I want this to happen too. So much.
Yeah. Then I'll come to you the next time we rest.
Good. I'll be waiting up for you. I'm sure I'm blushing. I know you are. Let's get moving. If there's one thing I know you're good for, it's awkward, distracting conversations.
Quickly, get me the dragon rested.
You are welcome in my sight.
And what loot did we get? Leland's journal? Why would I want that? Why is his body suddenly here?
What'll it be?
Okay, I'm mostly seeing various types of crap. Mostly. Halberd will not be useful. Cloak of Stars. Create 6 plus 5 darts once per day. The stars disappears only to return the next day. 6 plus 5 darts is not exactly impressive, but to be fair, I haven't really used those, because it seems like a terrible ability. Might be better than I think.
You are going somewhere you do not want to be. I will enjoy this.
It's a high enchantment dart, no doubt about that. How do we pair it? Yeah, we're pretty much on the 1.5 million mark right now. Still think we can expect a level up pretty much on everyone. Okay, how the hell do you get out of this place? Right, I'm pretty sure I could have used the edge there to escape. Doesn't matter. Does not matter.
Ready for anything.
Report
Yes,
success.
I will take care of this.
And that's pretty much a wrap on the Umar Hills issue.
It will be done.
There's still the Balagar is still here. And that means access to the planar sphere. We might as well go for all the major quests at least. Silver ring? Why is there a silver ring here? I'm thinking of passing on making the human skin armor. It's not that nice. And it would require me to go on a certain path later on, and I'm not sure I want to go there. So it's a lot of trouble for basically no interesting reward.
Is there something you need?
Right. Okay. I wish to tell you a Shade Lord was responsible for the killings. That possessed the body of Mirella, your ranger, who died once the Shade was destroyed.
Oh, this is most joyous news.
Yes, indeed.
As agreed, here is the armor of my ancestor Ranger. It is leather, but I assure you it is most strongly bound with magic to make it as strong as plate mail. I'm not sure if the armor will be of any use to you. Is this enough of a reward? I suppose I could offer you some amount of gold as well.
Leather itself is more than enough.
You are very kind. It's good to know that there are valiant and generous folk still in Faerun.
Okay. Yay, reputation
Heart
experience.
is filled with joy.
Right. I still need to manage this crap. Need to decide what we keep.
What would you have me?
I will listen.
Very
Greetings,
well.
good customer. A pearl to you.
There weren't that many interesting items here. And I really need to check the additions to the craftable items list so I know more or less what to expect. I don't need to know all the details. I need to first and foremost know if they have added anything there and what type of things they've added. 2 points of cold damage. This is worthless. This is very good. Dark mail. I think this is a heavier armor than anyone can really use. +1 armor class. Less hide in shadows, but that hardly matters. +5 versus piercing and missiles, so it's shadow armor is in many ways better. Yeah, I actually like the shadow armor better. So we didn't get anything interesting here.
Anything you need, I can likely provide, I assure you.
Right, it's not like we have to exactly sell everything we're picking up. Money is not what we're missing at this point. And we do have a bag of holding of a sort, so we can just shove it all there. I'd still like to get rid of the excess crap. Right, 58,000. We have a choice to make. Are we gonna do the Baldur thing or something else? Which is basically wind spear heals at this point. So I think we're better off just going with the Baldur thing and the planar spear. Wind spear heals is the most troublesome area anyway. Toughest boss. You don't, strictly speaking, have to kill it though. At the same time, it would provide us with the best armor we can probably get for Dorn.
I grow weary.
The Black Dragon scales provide an armor for our thief, or even Melas. Right, they made a deal with the mayor and we get our reward from that. Wonderful shield of... yeah. No, nothing useful. I think I want to talk to this dwarf about the armor. Although we don't need to do it now specifically because we have to go back to Athkatla anyway.
Mind your tone. You have a problem?
This is the land of merchants, good friend. A veritable paradise for those with coin.
You are... I am Dornil Khan. I do
Might as well
I
rest too. I'm not sure what kind of trouble we're gonna get into here. Because we can't exactly accept the ranger as part of our party. I don't have any particular interest in killing him either. But
So, I suppose we should talk about what happened last night. What you and I did.
I find it sort of weird, this type of dialogue, because it's so fucking awkward. Also, sort of juvenile. What you and I did?
Come on. Do I really have to be explicit? It involved heavier breathing than normal.
Yeah, do we want to... I don't think we want to tease her about this. If she wants to talk about something, let her talk about something. Okay. What did you... what... okay, what did it mean to you?
What did it mean? Well, I don't know. Does it have to mean something?
I would never ask something like that.
Had you done that before?
I don't actually know. I don't think our character has. Yeah, no, I grew up in a library filled with monks, remember? Yeah, well, that doesn't necessarily mean you didn't have sex, but yeah, probably shouldn't go there.
And I grew up in a forest filled with tree ants.
We've both been away from home for a while. People find ways.
I kind of already told you about Avram, the man back in Baldur's Gate.
So he has a name finally.
Yes, Avram. He was a scribe. Oh, don't make that face.
He was a tall, handsome scribe. Anyway,
It was the morning after we, you know, that I decided to leave him.
I see. Do you feel different about me after last night?
I don't feel like leaving, if that's what you mean. Maybe I'm not the same person I was when I was with Avram.
or maybe it's something about you. In any case, last night made me feel I don't know, a little closer to you. It's scary, kinda like getting a wild surge.
What do you mean?
When I get a wild surge, I see into chaos. It's full of terror and ecstasy. Sometimes I don't know which is which.
That uncertainty is something like what I feel now.
Some people call it love. Are you fucking kidding me? Maybe that's what it is, fear and uncertainty. But, I don't know. I think I know what you mean.
How can you? When I'm me and you're you. I don't know.
I hear people talk about love and they all seem to know what they mean.
I'm not sure I know anything about what most people call love.
But whatever it is I'm feeling right now, it feels pretty good.
Okay. Right.
I look forward to it.
So we need to go to Valgar's and his cabin is somewhere there. I think he's defended by someone too, and we might end up in a fight with him. I don't particularly want to kill him, but he's also not coming into the group, so if there's no option between those, we'll just have to make him a corpse and carry him around and open access to the planar sphere using the corpse.